This is that one song that you heard so many times, and every time you hear it, you're like, I'm not gonna bump to this song. But then you start catching a vibe. I'm sorry, not sorry.
Yeah.
East Coast with the gang, gang, gang. West Coast with the gang, gang, gang. Local with the gang, gang, gang. You know we don't play gang, gang. East Coast with the gang, gang, gang. West Coast with the gang, gang, gang. Local with the gang, gang, gang. You know we don't play gang, gang. East Coast with the gang, gang, gang. West Coast with the gang, gang, gang. Local with the gang, gang, gang. You know we don't play gang, gang. East Coast with the gang, gang, gang. West Coast with the gang, gang, gang. Local with the gang, gang, gang. You know. Yeah. Whoa. East Coast with that gang, gang. You know we don't play games, whoa. Hop up on that wagon, oh please just get out the way. You know we stay stuntin', right up in your face. We sorry, not sorry, we just stuck up in our ways. West Coast go ahead, stand up, put that glass and hands up. Gang, 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 we famed up. Got that change, we bagged up. Crew love, we stay manned up. Ahem like I'm wheezy, yeah. Rap game just too easy, drip so sick I'm queasy, whoa. East Coast with the gang, gang, gang. West Coast with the gang, gang, gang. Local with the gang, gang, gang. You know we don't play gang, gang. East Coast with the gang, gang, gang. West Coast with the gang, gang, gang. Local with the gang, gang, gang. You know we don't play gang, gang. East Coast with the gang, gang, gang. West Coast with the gang, gang, gang. Local with the gang, gang, gang. You know we don't play gang, gang. East Coast with the gang, gang, gang. West Coast with the gang, gang, gang. Local with the gang, gang. Yeah. Watch me finesse, walk to the line. Good versus evil, God in his prime. Always in prime, always on time. Our time to shine. Wifey is fine, I'm doing fine. Glad that you asked. God fill me up, mud in my glass. God clean me up, all that I ask. Wherever you headed there fast. I am ahead, you are in last. Last time I checked, you were all gas. Gas in the whip it up fast. Fast and all furious, I'm starting to spaz. Getting all curious, you put me on blast. Blasting that Darius, kids in the back. Back to the future is black. Black like T'Challa, Wakanda attack. East Coast with the gang, gang, gang. West Coast with the gang, gang, gang. Local with the gang, gang, gang. You know we don't play gang, gang. East Coast with the gang, gang, gang. West Coast with the gang, gang, gang. Local with the gang, gang, gang. You know we don't play gang, gang. East Coast with the gang, gang, gang. West Coast with the gang, gang, gang. Local with the gang, gang, gang. You know we don't play gang, gang. East Coast with the gang, gang, gang. West Coast with the gang, gang, gang. Local with the gang, gang, gang. You know we don't play gang, gang.
Swolenormous.
The sun is shining, the birds are chirping, the bacon
Yeah, baby.
is sizzling.
Yeah, buddy.
Welcome
Come on now.
to the
We got
Daily
some ass
Swole.
Papa Swolio coming in the fucking house. Who's your boy? How's your boy? Testing. Test, testing, testicles, testicles, testiculares. Oh, welcome everyone to episode 14 hundo and dose of the Daily Mother Swole, the most muscular swolecast, beardcast, broadcast, gamecast, mancast, a pimpcast, a sleazecast, and of course the slaycast in the realm, because when I flex, you flex, we all flex our motherfucking biceps. What is going on, bish? What's going on, bish? Hi, bish. What's going on, bishes? How are we doing? Today's Swole card is Swole Fam, because why should I erase that? I think every day the card should be Swole Fam, but it often is, and today it's Swole Fam again. We're going black. We're going black. You know, I like how it's scratchy. I like the scratchy. I like it when the edge kind of catches. It looks good. It looks good. So if you want this card, drop the hashtag Swole text, and you will get sent this card, this very, very card. So hashtag Swole Fam. Of course, if you're using Swole text, you can drop the hashtag Swole text. If you're getting your Swole text fam. Where's my Swole text fam? Okay. So if you're new to the channel, this is, of course, this is on the Swolenormous channel. So welcome. If you're brand new and you're catching all the nuts on chin, I hope you enjoy the sack, because the sack is back. The sack is great. And I want to preface this episode because a lot of you are like, what the hell is he doing? He's live. This is live every single day on the Daily Swole channel. So if you look in the related channels, if you go to the Daily Swole channel, this is live every day. Of course, you can get it on Apple Podcast, on Spotify, everywhere. And another reminder that tomorrow is the accountability meeting, so priority access only. If you want to make sure you never miss a single episode of the podcast, you want to have access to the accountability meetings and the private fam, you got to join Swolenormous X, but you can get access for less than $3. You get access to Swole TV, and we have a big announcement about Swole TV coming tomorrow during the accountability meeting. So if you're interested in joining and having access to weekly accountability meetings, having access to the priority access episodes. Anytime I travel, it's only private for members. So make sure you go and give a look-see over at swolenormousx.com. But here every Sunday on this channel, every single Sunday for the Ask Papa Swolio live. Of course, if I'm traveling, if I'm out and about, it's priority access. But as long as I'm in the swole hole, boom, we're doing it. We're doing it. So, this is the place to be. This is the place to be. Does that mean everyone gets a card? Nope. One person wins. I announce it at the end. Everyone. Yeah. Sure. If someone wants to be my little slave and just sit in the corner and just mail cards out all day, that's fine. We'll mail it to everyone every day. I'm just not doing it myself. I'm not doing it myself. Okay, so Ask Papa Swolio live is exactly that. So you can ask questions. I'll take as many questions as I can answer or choose to answer. If you ask stupid questions or you're trolling, you'll be ignored and or deleted. So make sure if you got questions, now is the time to talk. Now is the time to bring up topics. If you want to discuss topics, it's your time, fam. The time is yours. Gildardo Rodriguez. ¿Cómo te llamas? Me llamo Gildardo Rodriguez. What a fucking name, Gildardo. Never heard it. I like it. It's my favorite name of the day. What's up, Swole fam? Any tips to keep truckers on track with dieting and smoking? Not smoking. So number one, there you go. There's your answer there. Don't smoke. And dieting? Yeah. Well, I guess I think we have a lot of people that do transportation, truckers. I say transportation because I know there's different types, but if you're in the car all day and you're traveling, you could bring a cooler, you can prepare your meals, you can freeze them ahead of time. If you're on longer trips, you could put them in a cooler and they'll thaw over time. I know some truckers, if you're doing longer trips, you do hot plates, you could do a microwave, you could do all sorts of things to have your food ready. But I know a lot of truckers and that people that do cross country trips, they cook their meals ahead of time and then put them in a cooler or refrigerator because every truck is different, depends on what your cab has, and you're able to transport your food. So being on the road a lot, honestly, if you know you're on the road, it's all preparation. Because if you know you're on the road and you're a trucker, you have a trip coming up, or you do X, Y, and Z, you just have to prepare your meals ahead of time. It's just preparation. And when I was out of the house all the time, when I was on planes all the time, I would prepare my food. I would bring my food. I still got it done. You just get in that habit of knowing, okay, what meals you like, what meals are easy for you to prepare, what you can prepare in bulk, what stays good, what you have space for, blah, blah, blah. And then you just do that. So an elimination diet, everyone should be eating. I don't care if you're a trucker. I don't care if you're a nurse. I don't care if you're a professional athlete. You are a human being. You should be eating the fuel that's best for your body. And then it just comes down to, okay, I know what fuel, you do an elimination diet. I know what fuel is best for my body. And then it comes down to, okay, how do I make that and bring that? And then it just becomes just a preparation game and a planning ahead game. So if anyone else has anything to add to that, or you have more specifics, Gildardo, feel free to drop them in the comments below. My name is, I don't know why, but I have that Princess Bride sound. My name is Gildardo Rodriguez. I travel and I want to eat food. What should I eat? My name is Gildardo Rodriguez. You took my protein bar. Prepare to die. I'm going to scroll down because I'll do that for the next hour, and that might be it might be an all-time episode if I do that, but I'm going to move on because I'm assuming you guys want some more questions answered, or I could just do that more. Gildardo. Anytime I see your name today, I'm just going to do that. I'll do a round of Gildardo. A reminder for anyone that's just tuning in now, hashtag SwoleFam for the Swole card of the day. Oh. All right. Thank God that phone screens aren't 3D yet. If they're 3D, you get 3D sack on your chin, which you may or may not enjoy. You probably would. Most people would. Male and female. I'm sure everyone would enjoy. What's up, Catherine? Primer week, day 77 of the 90-day dash. I can actually see the beginnings of muscle definition. I thank my Swole fam for encouraging me to keep going. Hells yeah. Let's get some more grunts on there. Good for you, KF. Good for you. A reminder to everyone that Daddy's been going Hambone Jones on TikTok, so make sure you follow me. This is kind of blocked on here because I moved the logos, but TikTok at Papa Swolio. If you don't already know, now you know. Make sure you go follow me because I've been dropping a lot of sack over there. It's a lot of fun. I love that platform, so go join over there. Can I do a backflip? No. Oh, but you're not in shape if you can't do a backflip. Which is better to watch, you Facebook or YouTube? I would say YouTube all day long. And if not for the general, like there's 5 or 6 or actually there's like 10 times, 7 or 8 or 9 times as many people watching on YouTube. So I would recommend watching on YouTube personally. I've heard that the stream is better, the quality is better, but I don't know if that's true, but you all can drop your comments. But many more people watch on YouTube than Facebook. But I still stream on Facebook. Facebook's the OG. I was streaming on Facebook first since the first episode, so I don't give up. I don't give up. I keep posting. Yay. Swolius God of Nuts. What do you think of Athlean X? What do you mean, what do I think? Okujuwachugo Ibizi. Holy fucking name. I'm going to call you okay. You got that okay? I like that name. It's a good name. What do I think? I like the content that I see. I don't look into a lot of it. I think we probably have some disagreements maybe when it comes to diet, but I mean, he knows his stuff, obviously. You know, he has his niche, athletic performance. He's very, very consistent. He's very knowledgeable. I like Jeff. I like what I see. You know, it's funny, going back in the day, I did a driving while gaining when I was doing my original, like this is like 2016, maybe 2017. I was doing driving while gainings on Kali Muscle, on Rich Piana before he passed. And I was saying, this guy's going to fucking die. Remember those like old school DWGs? Like when my first, I don't want to say viral, but my first videos actually popped was one on Brad Castleberry. It had like no editing. It was just me ranting about his new fucking protein powder, BCAAs or some bullshit. And I did a whole round of DWGs on all these different people. And I did one on Athlean X. And I said burned in the thumbnail, and everyone came into the video thinking, what the fuck is he going to say about Jeff? And I actually said, I don't have anything against the guy. I don't watch people's content like that. I don't dig into it a lot, but I see what he posts. He helps a lot of people. And he knows his shit about fitness. You know, he has his audience, and our audiences are very different. You know, I'm not into the whole like show the breakdowns of every single exercise. I feel like that's so commoditized. My approach is more from how you actually, it's even, in my opinion, it's more important than just, how do you do a bench press? How do you do a shoulder press? How do you do these exercises? It's more important to be consistent with that and to set your life up so you can actually execute that, so you can stay healthy. So you're focused on recovery. So you're focused on community and all those different aspects of it. But I'm totally into it. Good form is good form. Doing it properly is doing it properly. I'm down for it. I'll be a Huckleberry. Well, thank you. Thank you, Val. I appreciate it. Val Kilmer. Come on, anyone? Come on. To a little tombstone action. Where's my tombstone fam at? Harris Prentic. Yo, Papa. What up, Bish? What's the most ideal approach, cut or bulk? Is completely dependent on what you want or need to do. 82 kilograms. I'm American, so I don't understand how that works. I'm not going to do the math in my head. Some fat on the lower belly. Been cutting from 95 since 3 months. What's the most ideal approach, cut or bulk? I mean, you're going to have fat on the lower belly. That's just where your body wants to store fat. I mean, it could be something hormonal. It could be just haven't done it long enough. It could be there's some other endocrine disruptors in your nutrition or in your lifestyle, maybe household cleaners and shampoos and deodorants and colognes. Like obviously, like that has an effect on you. If you're using a lot of these fucking gross ass things on your body, you know, you're plugging up your pores with aluminum and all that shit that comes in deodorants. There's a lot of problems with personal care items that people overlook completely. So sleep is very important. Hydration, stress management, those are the big things, because if you reduce stress, like meditation, practicing your brain gains, for those of you that are in Swolenormous X, the brain gains meditation sessions, lowering your stress will decrease cortisol levels, will help your body metabolize and mobilize fat stores. So you'll minimize fat storage. Sleep is also very important. So sleep and meditation, 2 things that will decrease stress big time. If you're not sleeping, your body is stressed. And if you're psychologically stressed and you're not sleeping and you're not eating well and you have shitty people around you and you see how stressed out people can be. You're always fucking running hot and your body just cortisols through the roof all the time. And that's why people just retain a lot of fat. So a lot of it doesn't even have to do with, hey, should I do a bench press or should I do push-ups or should I do pull-ups instead? Or should I bulk or cut? A lot of it is you need some more sleep and better hydration and better stress management over the course of months and years, and you'll get leaner. Trust me, I have. Have you noticed that when you sleep, when you have a real good night's sleep, it's not just because you're dehydrated because you've been asleep longer. It's not just that. It's because your body is able to de-stress. It's able to repair. Anytime you sleep better, and I remember that anytime I sleep better, my skin looks better. I feel better. I'm in a better mood. I'm more clear. It's common sense, but most people are burning the candle at both ends. You probably should look into that because of the coronavirus going around. You might need to get checked out or quarantined. This flu is killing me. What flu do you have? What flu do you has? Sorry to hear that. You're scared to go to the hospital. Why? I mean, if you need to, go. Feel better. I mean, chugging water and going yoga? No. You mean doing yoga? Rest, sleep, hydrate. Just keep an eye on your shit. All right. What up, TH? I'm going to have to scroll down. So I might miss some questions. So I'm not going to stay in the old questions. So if I have to scroll ahead, just you can ask again. Just don't spam the comments. Easy question from someone who overthinks. You've mentioned using frozen berries as a snack for smoothies. I don't make smoothies. How do you defrost them? For how long? I don't. I just eat them frozen. Like frozen blueberries, I love them. I don't make smoothies. I used to a long time ago. I like to eat them. Thoughts on, I mean, when I answer a question, this is my experience, my opinion. So if anyone else has any kind of, feedback, they want to talk about smoothies in the comments, you can pile on to that. Thoughts on rock climbing as a sport? In what way? When you all ask me my thoughts on something, what does that matter? Like, do I like it? My thoughts on it as a sport? I don't care. If you like to go rock climbing, then go climb rocks. I'm always curious. Like, I don't know what that means. Do I like it? Do I think you'll get abs from doing it? Do I think it's great weight loss? Do I like it as exercise? I mean, it's a high risk activity. Is it a sport? I mean, I don't know if you make it a sport. A sport is really something you're competing against. I mean, I don't go and rock climb, but it's fun. I mean, I know like the indoor gym, like that's cool. It's fun. For exercise, sure. It depends on what context you want me to give an answer for. My thoughts on it. It's like, okay, Jenny, I like rock climbing. All right. Well, that's nice, Forrest. I'm just fucking Dennis. I'm just fucking with you, D. I need help being able to run longer. How do I do that? Practice running efficiency. How do I want to be able to run longer? Fucking go run. 2 Forrest Gump questions. Run, Forrest, run. Run, Forrest, run. What beard products do I use? I use some kind of an oil from Mama Swolio's friend. I don't even know what it's called. I use some kind of like a soap bar from Amazon, organic, just like a beard shampoo. It's nice. It's like it's a square cube. I forget the product. I don't know if it's in my Amazon store for members. I forget if I put that in there. I don't do a lot of fancy stuff. You don't need to. You don't need to be going putting tons of stuff. Honestly, when people ask me about hair growth, when you eat a high fat diet and you get your sleep and you're exercising, you're healthy, your hair will grow and it'll shine. It'll be my high fat diet. My beard and my hair has been so much better. Steph G, does it matter how fast I do reps? Sure, of course it does. Time under tension and what your goal is. It does matter. I mean, how much it matters depends on the context of what you're asking for. You're down 27 pounds. Good for you. That has nothing to do with how fast you're doing reps or that question. So just curious as to what you mean. It does matter. I mean, you're doing them fast or slow. You're doing them with more time under tension or less time under tension. How much weight are you doing? Are you talking about doing 10 pounds slow and you could lift 80 pounds? Like for me, what if I bench 10 pounds super slow? I mean, that's a waste of time. But if you're doing, it depends on the intensity. Do I prefer glass? Oh, glass all the time. Fuck plastic. Whenever you can, don't just avoid that shit. I don't care if it's BPA free. Avoid plastic whenever you can. Personally, glass, stainless steel. But of course, if you're traveling, glass containers may or may not be allowed to travel, and they're heavy. So, but it's just better. You don't want to heat up shit. I don't like microwaves anyway, but you don't want your stuff sitting in like plastic. You wash it, it gets scratches. I don't care if it's BPA free, it's still coming off. It's still degrading. Plastic degrades. Even if it takes 10 or 20,000 years, it's still getting into your food, even in microscopic quantities. So just keep that in mind. And if you're washing that stuff, don't scour it. Don't like scrub the shit out of it. So you're scratching the fuck out of it and you're getting particulate, in the area. That might be a little extreme, but you can take it for what it's worth, but it's true. How much it's actually going to affect you is, it's up in the air. I'm not saying you're going to die from having plastic, but if you do, make sure you get something that's quality, BPA free. You don't want chemicals and shit. You get the cheap stuff, you're going to taste it, literally. What's up, Lisa? Happy Sunday, about to hit some Pole Delta. Oh, smashing that Swole season. Good for you. What's your training routine? What do you do on your off days? Yoga. Good questions. Keep them coming. Keep them coming. My name is Pieris McManus. Have you always had self-acceptance mindset, or was it a journey like mine? I don't know what your journey is. What do you mean? A journey like yours? I don't know what your journey is, bruh. Have I always had the self-acceptance mindset? Self-awareness? Or you mean self-acceptance? I mean, I've always done my shit my way. Like if I wanted to train. I mean, it didn't matter what anyone else said. I was working out. I was eating my food. I was doing my thing. People gave me shit for it. I didn't care. I kept on doing my thing. So it depends on what you mean. I don't know if self-acceptance is the right word or phrase. You can scroll down. Scrolling. Let's see. Cody, ever deal with mental issues, or does being healthy keep you away from all that? Oh yeah, I do, for sure. For sure. I have low mood. I have ups and downs, for sure. Meditation, healthy eating, sleep, all help mitigate that. 100%. So everyone does. If you say you never have a low mood, you're full of shit. You're literally full of shit. Every single human being has ups and downs. The high of how high those highs are and how low. The problem is when you have that super high and that super low crash, but meditation and proper sleep and proper nutrition, exercise, and creating those regular habits will help mitigate that. It makes a huge difference. So anyone else in the comments that has depression or deals with that kind of stuff, drop it in the comments below, and give a little more feedback about healthy eating and meditation and brain gains and stuff like that. Because it makes a big difference for me. And I know it makes a big difference for all of you, or a lot of you, especially in the Swole fam. So just drop that in the comments. Just pile onto that one. Should we try to find our own modifications to exercises, or do you suggest any resources? Swolenormous X. I mean, we have modifications, push-ups, drop to your knees. You can modify things yourself, but of course, if you're not a fitness expert, or you're not very, very knowledgeable in kinesiology and exercise, you might not know how to modify. So you can definitely customize things. I mean, that's one of the benefits for people using dumbbells as opposed to barbells, for example, because barbell will lock you into position more, whereas dumbbells, you can rotate your wrists, you can customize it based on your shoulder mobility. And that's one of the things that yoga is very beneficial with. It can help you normalize some of your movements and balance out the body, where you might have, it'll feel better when you're doing other exercise because you're opening the joints and you're creating more balance. But you can always customize things, but sometimes people customize things and they think they're doing themselves a service, but they're actually putting pressure on themselves in an improper way that could come back and bite them in the ass later on. So you want to avoid that too. Yeah. Oh, there we go. Oh, by the way, if you're not yet subscribed to the channel, hit the like button. Everyone hit the like button and make sure you subscribe and hit that bell, because tomorrow morning, you ready for some sack? Who's ready for some nuts on chin? You ready for that in the morning? We got some big old sack. I got a big sack to drop on a big chin. And I'm actually going to probably drop it on this person has multiple chins, so it's going to be a big drop. It's going to be a big fucking drop, so don't miss out on that. Tomorrow. Janine99, how can I convince myself that exercise is a good thing? because I usually find myself sore, tired, and overstimulated. What, from exercise? It's amazing. You don't have to convince yourself. It's a fact. It's amazing for you. Do it. Find a routine and stick to it. Start practicing yoga. Start doing some stabilization work. Start doing some light total body workouts a couple times a week. Do it. It's great. It's wonderful. The Rat, how to build endurance. What do you mean? Context. You mean for running? You practice. What do you mean how to build endurance? You practice. You practice. You're not going to be able to run longer if you don't practice running longer. What you're asking is running periodization and running progression, because you don't just run 10 miles a day. You're going to burn out. So you can alternate. You can look up you can easily Google some running programs where you do like, a high distance week and then you do a low one, like a deloading. The running is the same thing as training. You don't run a shitload every fucking day unless you're just a freak elite athlete. You're not running a marathon a day unless you're one of the few people in the world that can fucking handle that. So you're going to do periods of deloading and then increased distance and longer distance, maybe some sprint work. Let's see. I'm scrolling all the way down. So I'm going to miss some of them. I'm going to miss some questions. You just ask again. Are all carbs, Rustlin KD, are all carbs created equal? No. Meaning 300 grams of sweet potatoes the same as 300? Absolutely not. I don't care what anyone says. Completely different compositions. Completely different. Jimena Chan. Hi from Argentina. Hello. Hello. Do you think yoga is for workout or relax and flexibility? Yoga can be a side of training. Yoga is fantastic. I mean, a workout is relative. It depends on how you define what a workout is. Yoga is definitely work, but generally we call it a work in rather than a work out, because you do there's a huge psychological component, breathing component, overall wellness component. So yeah, I mean, it's both. It's both. I mean, there's different types of yoga. There's power vinyasa and there's also yin yoga, completely different things. So there's some yoga that's more meditative, like yoga nidra and stuff like that. And then there's the yoga there's a lot of yoga now that's just bullshit fad stuff, like power vinyasa stuff that just works the fuck. It's like people want to do, chaturanga, push up. It's like, go lift some weights and then do recovery. That's how I think of yoga. I don't think yoga should try to take the place of resistance training. Go lift some weights and then go practice yoga. Don't try to combine the two and just fucking lift and think like you're getting the same benefits as lifting weights. Practice yoga for recovery and active recovery and overall wellness, and also lift weights. Do both. And that's my personal take, and that's what we do inside Swolenormous X. Scratch my nip. Heavenly Hell. Ooh, good name. 66. I've lost about 40 pounds lately thanks to you, Papa Swolio, myself. I would say it's mostly thanks to you because you did it, but congratulations. And I'm happy and proud to be a part of that weight loss journey, making gains. We're actually losing gains or losing extra gains. Good stuff. Yolanda, will you call me a biche so I can screen record it and replay it when I'm being a biche? Oh, absolutely. Yolanda, stop being a fucking biche. That gave me great pleasure. That felt good. If you want me to do it again, I will. That felt really good. Oh, that felt great. What free form amino acids do you take? Steak. Let's see. How do I get my metabolism up? Are you exercising? I have a true thyroid issue and they want to shove pills down my throat. What's causing your thyroid problem? Could be the foods that you're eating. Could be some other kind of endocrine disruptors. I mean, I'm not a doctor. I'm not a thyroid expert. And I don't really know your personal situation. Shouldn't say I don't really know. I have no fucking idea what your personal situation is. But exercise will help. Proper sleep will help. Meditation can reduce stress. I mean, a lot of times when you have a hormone issue or an endocrine dysfunction and thyroid issues, sometimes you can fix those things naturally, but it might take years. And most people don't have that perspective and patience to take years to fix these problems. If you're eating unhealthy or you're unhealthy for 30, 40, or 50 years, and then you want to fix your thyroid, I'm not saying this is your personal situation, and then 3 months later, it's not getting better. Well, you were fucking it up for 50 years. So what do you think 3 months is going to do? So it takes time. And I'm not guaranteeing that you can do it, but there's a lot of stuff online that you can do to help improve that. And you might need medication. You might need pills. You might need some kind of thing. But Unfortunately, a lot of times those medications have other side effects that can make it actually worse than without the meds. So, anyone else have issues with thyroid? You can jump on that question too. Do I find it believable that Biggest Loser contestants were starved, dehydrated, and forced to exercise? Do I find it believable? Of course I do. Is that a fact? Is it official? I mean, do I believe it? Of course. I don't look into it. I know Alan does a lot of content on the Biggest Loser. I don't research it. I absolutely find it believable. Don't forget, when you sign up for that show, you're signing contract after contract and you're signing waiver after waiver after waiver. That's why a lot of people can't talk about it while they're on the show or even after the show, unless they break the NDA. And then they're under legal obligation to do X, Y, and Z because they said they would. And then usually when people sign a contract, they abide by the contract. Even if they don't have to, they abide by it because most people know, no, they sign a contract. I can't do this. I'm not in disbelief of that at all. It makes complete sense. If any of you ever did work on a TV show, I mean, I've done videos, I've been behind the scenes, and I've been on stuff for TV and filmed. I mean, there's tons of people involved with this. There's tons of stuff behind the scenes. There's tons of processing, tons of red tape, tons of political and bureaucratic nonsense, especially when you get to that level, when you're on public TV. There's FCC and there's all these different things to violate and blah, blah, blah. They're trying to get ratings up. They're trying to pander to stockholders and investors and advertisers and all that shit. All that shit. So you might have a certain company that's paying for the show. They're sponsoring because they make, and I'm just throwing out names. I don't watch the show. So maybe it's Lululemon or it's Adidas. And, and one of those companies sponsors an episode and all the contestants are wearing Adidas shoes or they're wearing pants or they're wearing Fabletics or whatever the fuck it is. So sometimes those advertisers say, hey, we don't want to be a part of it if you're going to do that. And then they have to scratch or edit some certain things. So there's a lot of stuff that they do. Just remember when they show the final video, there's like probably hours. I mean, fucking 10 hours of footage that they're not showing. They're editing it out to make it more dramatic. So they're not showing you a lot of the other stuff that they don't want to show you. They literally show you, it's the original Instagram. They're only showing you what they want to show you. That's it. They literally only show you what they want to show you. And they portray it however they want to portray it. It's that simple. Scrolling all the way down. Oh, nice. You're still alive. Good for you. Finished the LA Marathon an hour and a half ago. Nice. Nice. How you feeling? I'm glad you did it because I'm not. I'm tired just reading that sentence. The LA Marathon. Ooh. Ooh. Good for you. Good for you is fantastic. Annika Skulanda. Is there such a thing as taper for doing weights at the gym? We're about to start taper for swimming. No clue what that means, but thought I'd ask. Cool, you and me both. I have no idea what the fuck that is. I don't know what taper is. Or in the context of which you used it. So you and me both, no idea. No idea what that means. You mean tapering a workout volume or some kind of like the tapering, like tapering off, like decreasing gradually, that kind of taper? Danielle Maya or Meir. Any tips for recovery when in heavy endurance training? I'm training for 100-miler. Why the fuck? What's wrong with you people? The fuck is wrong with you people? Why? Why? I'm training for something that's going to kill me, but how do I recover? You know how funny this question is? I understand, and props to you. I'm just going to make fun of it while I can. I'm training for 100-miler. Any tips for recovery? Yeah, not running 100 fucking miles. Not doing it. I'll help you recover. Take a nap. Go to sleep. Stop trying to run 100 fucking miles. It's exhausting driving 100 miles. Fuck wants to run 100 miles. I hope you're running. Or, I mean, I hope you're not running. Are you biking? I mean, that still is ridiculous, but are you biking or something? I'm training for 100-miler and doing yoga and brain gains, plus locking down nutrition. However, I feel like I should be recovering better. Well, maybe. I mean, possibly. I mean, how are you training for 100-miler? I mean, you don't train for 100-miler by running 100 miles, of course. You might not be recovering enough. You might be training too much. I mean, how long have you been doing, like, what's the longest race you've ever done? How long have you been training? What's your periodization? Have you done any deloading? Like, do you have a coach? Are you just winging it? Is this your first time? Are you just doing it yourself? Are you doing it for an endurance race or like an organized event? Favorite cut of steak? Ribeye, bone in. Motherfucker. Amanda Thompson. I want to lose that stubborn lower belly fat. Everyone does. No one has top belly fat. It's gravity, right? Does everyone understand that there's gravity when you have fat? It's going to like pull down. No one has like top belly fat. No one has like a fat upper ab and then like shredded lower abs. No one just has like weird fat right at the top. It's just gravity. It's just gravity. You're not going to hold it like in your dick or your twat. It's just going to be like, it only goes as low as your abs. just kind of gravity and shit. Stubborn lower belly fat, about 10 to 15 pounds. Well, do you know where those, why do you say 10 to 15 pounds? Let's start with there and you can follow up with that. Been in weight loss journey since July. All right. So not that long. It might seem like a long time. That's not long. Less than a year. It's not long. Need help, advice, elimination diet, better sleep, hydration, yoga, mobility, meditation, stress management. I don't know what you're eating. I don't know anything about what you're doing for training, but 10 to 15 pounds, where are you getting that number from? Curious. Are you do you factually hold 10 to 15 pounds in your stomach? You can't spot reduce fat. So it's going to be something that's overall your entire body, but your body, cortisol and those stress hormones store fat in the thighs and the waist and the abs. The reason why it's a good thing your body stores fat there. It's close to the organs. You don't want to store fat in your big toe because you get frostbite, you're losing all that energy. Your body stores it where it can access it easily. An odd duckling. Do you think dance is a good workout? For what? Do you hear me like answer a lot of these questions with another question? And it's not to not answer the question, but you understand how like the context matters. A good workout. Do I think you'll sweat? Yeah. Do I think it's going to get you better at dancing? It'll give you more endurance for dancing. Do I think it's a good workout? I'm curious as to for what. I'm not saying don't dance. If you enjoy it, it's an activity, it's entertainment. And you can make any argument you want about it's a sport, it's this, but a workout, it's not how I think of a workout. That's entertainment. It doesn't matter. It doesn't mean that you can't have, it's not challenging. It doesn't mean you're not going to sweat. It doesn't mean you might not be sore and exhausted, but is it a good workout? For. You see what I'm saying? It doesn't replace anything I've said. It doesn't replace strength training. It doesn't replace yoga. It doesn't replace meditation. You could do it in addition, but I wouldn't do dance over any of those things. I wouldn't replace, I'm not going to lift weights. I'm going to do dance. Nope. I'm going to do dance instead of yoga. Nope. That's my answer, my response. But I personally don't go dancing. I think it's cool though. If you learn, it's great to learn new things, but I don't think of it as a workout in that sense. Like it doesn't fall into the same bucket as a workout for me. That's not how I think of dance. I think of that as an activity, entertainment, something extra in addition to all the responsibilities I have to take care of my body, the structure with the strength and with the mobility and stuff like that. Tobias, good question so far. Remember, if I skip your question or I scroll through, I can't answer. I'll be stuck at the beginning, so I might have to scroll through to take some recent ones. So just ask again. I'll kind of scroll back and forth. Won't be able to get to all of them, of course, but I'll try. Tobias, as someone who doesn't have readily accessible access to weights, weightlifting, what do you recommend for building muscle using the same weight set continuously? You could do single arm, you can do single leg stuff, you can do slower repetitions, more time under tension. You could do negatives. You could do pulse reps, more time under tension exercises, more volume. You could also, you can get bands and stuff. You don't have access to weights and weightlifting, but can you purchase? Is it financial or is it you're too far away from a gym so you have stuff at home? Because if you could purchase some heavy bands, you could always wrap the bands around the bar and you have like 10 pounds on each side, but you have a band attached that you're standing on. You can add extra resistance to your bar with bands. So I'm just curious as to why you have those limitations. How about yoga as main exercise? How about it? I mean, if you want to get better at yoga and you practice that primarily, guess what? You can get better at yoga. It's not going to help you for weightlifting. If you're only doing yoga, it's not going to replace what you're doing for weights. It depends. I mean, does it mean that does that mean if you practice yoga only and you don't lift weights, that you're going to be less healthy and live shorter? Or no, it doesn't mean that. But if you want to know what someone looks like when they only do yoga, look at people, guys and girls that only do yoga. And just to answer that question simply, and it doesn't mean good or bad. It just means you look at them, they're going to look like they only do yoga. It's that simple. If you want to look like you only do yoga, then only do yoga. It's fantastic. I fucking love yoga, but I wouldn't only do yoga. You're going to look like you do yoga only. Right? Gildardo Rodriguez. My name is Gildardo. I ask more than one question in a podcast. Would you say to someone, just move as much as possible when someone has that quote, I don't have time for the gym? What else could I say? Stop being a fat, lazy fuck and take some responsibility and accountability for your health. You could say that. They might not talk to you anymore, but that'll probably be in your benefit because it sounds like whoever you're talking to is a huge bitch. And that's just that's my 2 beard hairs on the matter. I don't have time for the gym. Full of shit. If you say just move as much as possible, that's a nice concept, but that's not going to lead to anything. They're not going to do anything. If you tell someone just move as much as possible, there's no action there that they're going to take. There's no direction. It's not specific enough. It's too general. Just move more. Just stop hanging around with shitty people. Scrolling. How do I clean your stainless steel with soap and water? Is there like a fancy way to clean it? And I'm having a problem eating after training. Why? Like right after? You don't have to eat immediately after if you're feeling sick, if your sympathetic system hasn't really switched over yet, you're feeling nauseous if you eat right after. You could eat beforehand. Everyone's different. Donna Volkardsen. God, great names. Volkardsen. My name is Donna Volkardsen. As far as the elimination diet goes, how long does it take to tell if that certain food is creating a negative impact on the body? You might notice it right away. You might notice it after 2 months. It depends. It depends on what you eliminate and the specifics. It really does. One of the things about the elimination diet is sometimes things take longer, shorter, but most people, like what you're going to do an elimination diet, here's how it's going to work. You're going to do it. And after I say 4 to 6 weeks, really it should be 6 to 8, the longer the better. And after you do it, you're always going to be reassessing. Even still today, I'll eat certain things. I'll notice, okay, I don't feel quite as good. Let me try. I'm still doing it. You're always kind of eliminating and adjusting and monitoring. But the most important thing about the elimination diet is not necessarily, okay, I found out that food. You're going to find out a lot of information. You're going to learn a lot about your body. But the most important thing about the elimination diet is it teaches you to pay attention to your body. It teaches you how to recognize that, when these food impacts my health. Food impacts how I feel. Food impacts my energy. Food impacts how I sleep. Food impacts if I feel bloated. Food impacts whether or not I have a migraine. Food impacts my quality of sleep. Food impacts blah, blah, blah. So you'll find certain foods that you'll eat. And a lot of you, let's drop that in the comments right now just to pile on with the elimination diet. For those of you that have done an elimination, what did you eliminate and what did you notice? Like what were the foods that you eliminated that you no longer eat? What problems were they causing you that you discovered from the elimination diet? What did you discover that caused X whatever problem, and what did you eliminate? So what were your discoveries from your elimination diet? Just drop that in the comments, and then Donna can get some perspective on that. It's a practice. It's a practice. Nutrition's a practice. You're not going to figure it out. You're not going to figure it out with just one elimination diet. You're going to learn a lot, but then you're always constantly assessing. You'll notice that you go and eat something. Oh, I don't feel that good. I wonder if it was the sauce, or I wonder if that pepper kind of bothered me. Oh, I have acid reflux. That was weird. Remember I told you the other day I had acid reflux because I took a magnesium supplement and it was coated with something and it fucked me up for a couple days. And I realized I had some stearates in it and shit like that. Fucking wrecked me. I was having nasty acid reflux. I haven't changed anything that I was doing. What the hell is going? Oh, that magnesium supplement was trash. Fucking trash. And strangely enough, that supplement has like a 5-star rating or 4.5, like super high on Amazon. Garbage for me, but I don't see, just because you can handle it and you don't get acid reflux doesn't mean it's doing well for other people. There's like coatings on it and anti-caking. I didn't even notice it. What happened was I was looking at a different supplement, or I was looking at a different one, and then I ordered that one and I didn't even look when it came in on the back. I thought I had a different one in mind, and then I realized and then I ditched it. Demi, hey Papa. Soon I'm starting at my local gym. Do you have any tips for getting muscular as a girl? Train like a human. Lift weights, lift hard, and be consistent. And eat well, eat big. You'll get muscular. It'll just take you a lot of hard work because it's harder for women to put on muscle than men. But you'll get stronger. Relative to body size, women are stronger than men. Women also have a higher pain tolerance because of childbirth. So women train like beasts. When I was training in person, clients and stuff, women train harder than dudes. Women are like, a woman that trains hard, fucking savage. You're not going to get that big. You're not going to get big. Everyone's worried about getting big. So you're in a good boat. You have to train hard though. Super hard. Bridget. Hi, Papa. Hello. I can do push-ups on my knees, about 12 in a set. When is the right time to move to normal push-ups? You should already be doing it. Do negatives. Fuck push-ups on the knees. You want to avoid that whenever you can. Do negatives. So here's what you do. On your knees, you could push yourself up, down to the up position, and then lift your knees up off the ground. And if you want, you could put a pillow under your chest or something, but lower all the way down super slow. Lower maybe like 4, 6, 8 second descent. And then right when you get to the bottom, drop your knees, push up, and then lift your knees and then do negatives. And that'll help you do a real push-up. Going up and down from the knees, maybe if you absolutely have to. I wouldn't even recommend doing that. I recommend doing it on the edge of a bench or a bench for an incline. You want to avoid doing push-ups from your knees whenever you can. Negatives are better. Negatives and isometrics are much more effective. You get much more core activation. It helps you actually get to a real push-up faster. Push-ups from the knees don't really help you progress to a full push-up that much. Making sick gains. Scrolling. Do I have a shoe preference for weight training? I always wear my Vibrams. My Vibram Classics. I like barefoot shoes. Let's see here. Dun. How do I lose stubborn belly fat? We answered a bunch of belly fat questions. Some scrolling. Shoe preference. Answered that. Scrolling all the way down. Here we go. Bum. A lot of stupid trolling questions I'm skipping, so fuck yourself. Thoughts on Beachbody's Shakeology and programs? Are they worth the money? Not in my experience. Maybe the original, maybe like the old school P90X, but I don't know anything about their new stuff, and no, you don't need that stuff. Real weights, go fucking lift. They've helped a lot of people for sure, but no, you don't need that stuff. It's multi-level marketing. It's a big business, but you don't. Yeah, I wouldn't say it's a scam. They're not scams. I mean, it's real. It's exercise, but it's, one of the issues with those kinds of multi-level marketing companies is this, and I'll break it down for you. When you have coaches, when you have people in your company, what you're having them do is distribute your content, right? So a coach has people underneath them, and They have these little fit clubs and training groups where they do the workouts, and it's kind of like outsourcing pseudo personal training, and they have group exercise classes, and sure, and they have their certifications and stuff. But what happens with these, it's a mill. So you need to continue to get people purchasing your products. You want these coaches to continue to push the products and the workout programs. So they need to keep on creating new workout programs because people get bored. So they need a new one and a new one. So they kind of go to like, it's just kind of, it's very trendy stuff, and it kind of gets into gimmick mode because, you know, real exercise is just real fucking exercise. And when you have a multi-level marketing system, there always has to be a new product because you need your coaches to sell. You need that downline and that kickback and that volume. So they're putting out new stuff to put out new stuff. You know, it's quantity over quality. And unfortunately, after the original like P90X and that kind of stuff, it just really went to like all the short stuff, like 20 minutes and 30 minutes and what was it, T25 and all like the 10-minute shit. It's like, get the fuck out of here. You know, we have some of that stuff in Swolenormous X, like the Swollen 7, but it's mobility stuff. It's used for a warm-up. It's not used for a fucking whole workout. You know, some of those things, but they should be looped together. But I mean, it's exercise. If you're moving and you're exercising, you can get a lot of benefits, and it's at home. So it's not like it's fake shit. It's just depends on what you're talking about, the actual exercise, or you're talking about the business aspect of it, or the supplement. There's a lot of different aspects to it. The community, you know, some of those things can be very beneficial for people. Community is very beneficial. So, you know, it's not like, you know, I've done work for Beachbody back in the day, you know, with P90X and stuff, but I left when it started getting really diluted and it became all group exercise and they ruined the program. And it's like, fuck that shit. So another life, things change, and sometimes good things get ruined. What are you going to do? Let's see here. Ba-na-na. Scrolling. Norma Abrego. What's up? I started using a Total Gym this week. What's that? Is that the Chuck Norris thing? Is he still alive? What's Chucky up to? The Total Gym? And have done 30 to 45 in exercise and don't feel sore. Have you tried? No. I mean, soreness doesn't mean you're not getting good exercise. Try lifting weights. Try going to an actual gym. My opinion. Do you ever use the yoga classes? Absolutely. Or do any of the weight routines? How do you think a lot of those weight routines got created? A lot of them I did, and that's why I put them in there. Like the workout archive and all that stuff. Those are workouts. Those are legit workouts. I always do my own thing. Swolenormous X is everything that I believe in. I don't put anything out there in Swolenormous X that I wouldn't recommend. I wouldn't potentially do myself. Thank you, Kirsten. I appreciate it. Thank you. What's the color of the Swole fam card today? Black. Old school. Oh, here we go. We got some elimination diet feedback. Orange Tabby, I eliminated dairy and realized I felt less sluggish. Norma, cheese, wheat, soy, bloating, gas, and fatigue from cheese, wheat, and soy. Super common. Good for you. Jessica, milk caused my migraines for 30 years. Dropped dairy, no migraines or medication for 11 months now. That's fucking insane. Those stories are insane. Now, not everyone's going to have a story like that, but can you imagine cutting out milk and realizing that was fucking you up for 30 years? I think we've talked about that. I've addressed that before, right, Jessica? I've addressed that before. How much of a game changer that is, like how impactful that is in someone's life. Migraines will put you out for days or a week. It'll really ruin your life. Good for you. Oscar, breads, and also notice that keeping my carbs around 150 grams a day really helps me out. Keeping protein and fats higher works wonders. I do too. I don't do a lot of carbs. The only carbs I do are sweet potatoes, maybe some white rice, and berries. I'll do a lot of blueberries, strawberries, blackberries, raspberries. Raspberries. I like some mandarins now and again. I dabble. I dabbled in some naranjas. Well, clementines, mandarins. The fuck is the difference? They're both delicious. Catherine, Faye, so far I've eliminated soy and beans. They hurt my stomach and caused digestive irritability. I feel much better since I changed it. Good stuff. Will, after my elimination, no longer eat wheat nor any nightshades. Nightshades cause inflammation and contributed to migraines and psoriasis flare-ups. Wheat is just shitty for me anyways. So for those that don't know, nightshades are some, but not all, eggplant, tomatoes, was it red peppers? What else are nightshades? White potatoes, I believe. Did I see? No, I didn't watch the fights last night. Let's see. Silver's beets. It depends on what it is. Like milk and cheese messes me up right away after ingesting it. Bloating and other gross stuff. Goat cheese doesn't, but I broke out horribly a day or two after eating it. Sometimes those cheeses like goat cheese or sheep like feta cheese, it's because the protein, the casein protein, I believe it's A2 protein. Sometimes those different types of casein proteins don't bother people as much, or raw cheese or certain types of cheese. You know, you practice, but for me, cheese isn't anywhere near a necessary consumption. I don't search for like a cheese that I like. I notice that when I do eat dairy and stuff in general, I start breaking out. I got like the last time I was eating some cheese, Mama Soy had some cheese out, I started getting like a little acne around here on the side. I stopped eating it, boom, just gone like an eraser. So I'm like, oh, fuck that shit. I don't miss it at all. Tips, all pretty minor. Beans is gas and bloating. Cheese has some various issues. Wheat, grain gone. Joints feel really good. Rarely have any acne. Oatmeal drops like a rock. Yeah, oatmeal's, ugh. It's like cement in your stomach. Cement. I'll tell you, my joints have never felt better. My skin has never looked better. My energy, my pumps, just like my recovery. I feel amazing. It's practice. Practice, practice, practice. Aaron Hardy, dairy, grain-fed meat, wheat, nightshades, sugar, peanuts. I no longer have gas, bloating, or sleep issues. Hell yeah. Fatima Austin, dairy caused acne and certain grains caused me to bloat. Yolanda, the biggest win from the elimination diet was dairy, so I was so jacked up from it. It gives me bloating, diarrhea, boils, and skin rashes. Fuck. You know what's crazy? I'm curious as to like what you were all saying before you did the elimination diet. Not saying, but seeing. Because you might have had dairy your whole life, but you might not have had the constant rashes, because once you eliminate, your body resensitizes to it. And then when you bring it back in, all of a sudden it hits you like a sledgehammer. But when you're eating dairy all the time, for example, if you have problems with it, your body adapts to a point where it might be like a low level discomfort, low level bloating. It's like running an app in the background. You don't notice it. It doesn't hit you across the face like a nuts on, it's not like an NOC. It's not like a big knowledge cock slapping you in the face like the podcast. But it's like, it's always there in the background. You have this underlying pain and discomfort that you don't realize, or you do, but you don't notice it super in a big way because your body has adapted to the point where it can manage that on a regular basis. Then you remove it for a month or two and you bring it back in. Your body's like, what the fuck is this? And then you notice it. Oh shit, I cannot has that. And a lot of people worry about, what am I going to do without dairy? What am I going to do without milk? What am I going to do without bread? Well, I'll tell you what, you remove it for 2 months and then you bring it back in. And if you shit your brains out, feel bloated and you feel like crap, you're not going to crave bread because your body's going to be like, that's poison. I don't want to feel like shit. You just don't crave it. You won't. If it makes you miserable, you're not going to want it. Think about something that makes you feel like shit. Whatever it is, just think about something that makes you feel terrible. Do you crave it? Oh, I can't wait to do this. It makes me feel awful. Like, what about if you drink too much and you have most of you have had at least one of those nights in your life where you've drank too much and you just the worst fucking hangover. Do you crave that? Do you crave a fucking hangover? Oh, I can't wait to go drink tonight. I can't wait to have the worst fucking hangover of my life. Of course not. So that association, but then you have a little bit, you have a drink or two and you don't fucking die. It's like that. You don't crave problems like that in general, unless you're just a sick, fucked up person. Lisa, From my elimination diet, I found myself sensitive to gluten. It leads to bloating and joint pain for me. I have a pretty flat belly after removing it from my diet. Preach. Papa Swolio, how would you train someone with an anxiety problem? Meditation. Meditation and yoga and nutrition and community. Surrounding yourself with good people, meditation, regular meditation, doing an elimination diet, creating some good habits, determining what those triggers are. It's a practice. Again, I'm not a psychologist or a psychiatrist, but that's what a lot of people inside Swolenormous X. When you eat better, you give your body proper fuel, you're exercising regularly, you're surrounding yourself with positive people, you're meditating, you're managing stress, you're sleeping well. Can you see how anxiety and issues and all these problems will decrease dramatically? It just makes sense if you're handling all these fundamental aspects of your life, of which most people aren't. That's why this isn't sexy shit that I'm talking about. I'm not talking about, hey, lose weight fast, shred weight in 10 pounds in a week, blah, 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 6-week shred program. This squat challenge is great. And those little bullshit sprints that don't really lead anyone anywhere. That's why it just becomes super commoditized and boring to talk about where do you put your elbow during a bench press? That's not going to get someone results versus not. It's all about those lifestyle choices and these things that come far before and have much more impact versus whether or not you use barbells or dumbbells. And that's probably the most important thing that I've learned about helping people in terms of figuring out their lifestyle and approach to fitness and training. It's not about the exercise itself. I mean, it's important to add these other aspects, but what's the most important thing, right? The mobility, the recovery, training properly, but the nutrition, making sure that your program revolves around recovery rather than overload. That's a component of recovery. Recovery comes first. Meditation, training the mind that controls the body, being consistent, surrounding yourself with good people, the elimination diet. All these things have much more of an impact than exercise selection. So if it's like, hey, can I do a dumbbell curl here instead of a barbell? Abso-fucking-lutely. Doesn't matter. Like in the big scheme, it doesn't matter. You want to be consistent. And that's the thing. That's the reason why a lot of people don't get results, because they think most people mix up their training so much and they have no other foundation. They're not doing the 7 pillars. They don't have their other pillars figured out. So they're just mixing up their training and they wonder why they don't get results. Well, if you have those other pillars figured out, your training can be relentlessly consistent and repetitive. That's why it's called reps. If you do the same shit over and over again, even regularly, you just gradually increase your weight, you change your rep schemes, you could do the same exercises over and over again, you'll get fucking huge. If you only do bench press, like an incline bench and flies and push-ups and, or cable crossovers and dumbbell pullovers and pull-ups and rows and deadlifts and cable rows, like even just those couple things, you do squats, you do lunges, you do RDLs, you do hip bridges. That's it. Like literally, if you just do those fucking things, you will get huge. You'll build a ton of muscle if you're doing all the other stuff. Like you don't need a lot of fancy shit. All you need is a barbell. If you have a barbell, like if you're at home and you're like, hey, what piece of equipment can I get? You get a power rack with a bar. You're done. You don't even need dumbbells. You can. Like all these things are tools. It's just resistance. You want to use bands for resistance? Fine. But you have to get bands and a setup that's heavy enough that's going to be able to provide you the resistance. Dumbbells, it's just resistance. It's the manner in which you overload your body. That's all it is. Brown rice makes me shit my brains out. I think brown rice is fucking disgusting. What's your favorite and least favorite exercise? Don't have any. Avoid favorites as much as you possibly can. Avoid them. You ever done any martial arts? I did Brazilian jiu-jitsu for a couple months a long time ago, but it started to interfere. I saw it interfering with my weight training, so I just fell out of it. It wasn't a good time in my life to like get consistent with that. Anyway. Any advice on how to get better at Sphinx push-ups? Sure, move your elbows and hands further in front of you. You could do them from your knees as well. Same principle as doing the push-up negatives. You move your hands further up in front, so you have less distance to extend, less range that you need to extend for your elbow extension. You guys are asking the same questions I've already answered. Thoughts on getting a personal trainer to learn weightlifting? I'm sorry, what does that mean? What? on getting a personal trainer to learn weightlifting. If you're a personal trainer, that should come first. I'm going to need some more feedback on that one. What's the best thing to do after a workout? Leave the gym. Go drink some water. Go take a shit. I don't know. The best thing to do after a workout? Go eat. Go home. Go to work. Would I do the Army combat fitness test for your platform? No. What kind of these are weird fucking questions. These are weird questions. For my platform? What do you mean? Like for a video? Like one of those fucking jabroni? I did a 10,000 calorie challenge. A bodybuilder does a swimming exercise workout. Wow. Whoa. Papa Swolio did an Army combat fitness test. Like those fucking cocksuckers that do those stupid ass videos. Oh, it's so amazing. Oh. No, I would do an Army combat fitness test if I was entering the Army. No interest in doing that. That was not at you, Donna. I just went off on like a nuts on chin drive while gaining type thing. You just unlock a little bit of like the is the picture in the background Papa Swolio's head on your body? No, it's the regal pup. That's her bust. That's the Queen Papa. That's Queen Papa picture. You see? That's gonna be on the new Papa Swolio gear. You like it? You like it? She got that Victorian. It's awesome. And yes, next to it is a baby on an elephant. That's a golden baby on an elephant statue. You're welcome. And over here is Tess Hornaday. Hello, Tess. Hello. Unicorn acceptance, everyone. We just call it Lizzo. Marion, Maine. I'm going to visit a gym tomorrow. Ooh, I like it. Is that what we're calling it now? I'm going to visit a gym that is centered around weight training. Good. Are there any specific questions I need to ask? Oh, you mean you're thinking about joining? They seem really friendly and encouraging, which is great. No. I mean, what? If they have weight training, that's fine. You don't need any questions. Look, go to a gym, and if you have a good vibe, if you like it, if they're friendly and encouraging, then join. It's all good. Yeah, if you get good energy from it, it's like anything else, you know. If you like the vibe, then go there. There's a lot of gyms for that reason. Is he really? Chuck Norris is a Christian extremist these days. No way. Is that for real? Yeah, that's another thing. That's right, Phil. There's literally a workout with Papa section. Yeah, the virtual trainer. If you're an unlimited access member in Swolenormous X, I will be adding some more workouts there. We've just been, if you're a member, you know we've been, like redoing and adding new programs and adding so much stuff. So one of the upcoming, new releases and stuff and sections that we're going to be focusing on this year will be the virtual trainer, which is you have virtual workouts where you put your headphones in and you're literally working out with me. So you see the workout, you'll see the chart, you'll see the training videos and the GIFs for the exercise. And then you put your headphones on and you rest when I rest and you lift when I lift. It's cool. Have I heard of the camp? No. Yeah. I wish I had $1 every time someone asked me about intermittent fasting. I can't tell if you are serious or you're all trolling, but I'll answer it anyway, Kirby. So don't worry. I get asked about intermittent fasting probably 10 times a day. I'm just teasing. Tell me about intermittent fasting. You mean not eating? Eager to hear from you. I'm on 2 days because I got no food. I'm lacking calories right now. That's not intermittent fasting. That's fasting. 2 days is not intermittent fasting. You're fasting. Yeah, you're not eating. That's all it is. You're not eating. It's not bad for your body. I mean, 2 days without food. I mean, you got no food. Like you can't eat. You can't afford food. I mean, that's personal. You don't have to drop that in the comments, but your body is designed to go without food. More people need to go without food for a longer period of time. That's the fucking truth. More people need to not eat so much. That's not a popular opinion. A lot of people don't like to say, hey, you shouldn't eat, but that's the fucking truth. Most people should stop eating so fucking much. And how do you stop eating so much? You shut your fucking mouth and you go create some better habits. Papa Swolio's fucking... I always got to check to make sure she's breathing. She's punched the fuck out. Milk is evil. Yow. 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 Joseph Kai. Hey, Papa, thanks for the mention on Instagram earlier. You're welcome. Question. I know I can't target fat, but stomach section is taking forever to see results. Trying to keep on top of my nutrition. Any tips? Depends on what you're actually doing with your nutrition. More sleep, more hydration. I've answered this question a couple times this episode. So there's really no magic. You know, maybe a slight caloric deficit. Cut out the inflammatory foods, do an elimination diet, meditate more, sleep better, hydrate more, keep getting after it, build muscle. A lot of people just don't build enough fucking muscle. You build more muscle, you train and lift more weights, you'll increase your body's need for calories. And then at rest, your body will metabolize more fats and you have more lean mass to maintain. It takes time. It's just relentless patience that you need to apply for this. It's just over and over again. You know, some people in the comments, you'll say, oh, I've been doing this, it's been 3 months. Fucking shit. I've been training for 20 fucking years. I mean, it takes a lot of time and I'm still developing things. I'm still like not happy or satisfied with certain areas of what I'm working on, or I'm still trying to figure out ways to hit certain areas. Training for 20 years. I've cut down a lot. I've downsized a lot because I like my body less mass than I used to be, but I'm leaner now and I'm more mobile. I feel great. 20 years. So still learning. You always will be. So if you've been training for a year and you just can't get rid of that little body fat, well, maybe you're 20 or 30 years old. So 30 years of not doing it right. 1 year, like what kind of audacity do you have to think you're going to get results in a fucking year? Some people respond better. Some people do it better. You probably just haven't figured out your flow yet. You have to be pretty damn obsessed to really learn. It takes time to learn these things. You don't get instant gratification or feedback with training. To get the feedback from a diet or from training a new program, it takes weeks and months to get feedback, and you have to crush it. You have to do it fucking like on point. And then you'll get feedback in a couple months and you're like, hey, that worked. It's a lot different than ordering something on Amazon Prime and finding it like in a day in your mailbox. Like, oh, wow, I hit the button and now it's here. I want to watch a show, and you go on Netflix and it's there. I want to look at someone that's across the world and you FaceTime them. I want results. Well, you got to fucking work your ass off for a couple years. I don't want to. How do I get rid of this fast? You don't. Reality can hit you right in the fucking taint. Catherine, I live in the Midwest. Soy is in legit almost everything. Well, Catherine, I live in Florida and soy is in everything everywhere in the country. Avoid that shit like the fucking plague. Avoid it. Avoid it. Oh, what up, Casey? Casey Cockman? What up? Cochran, I'm sorry. You're not just changing lives. You're teaching people how to change their lives. It's an honor to share the planet with you, bud. Look at this guy. Look at this fucking guy. Go follow him on YouTube. I appreciate it, bro. Love you.
Congratulations!
I had to do the congratulations thing. I don't have like a regular one. That's like the Swole card. Congratulations, but we'll talk again soon, man. You guys know Casey. You guys know Casey. He's been on the podcast before, the Mancast. You the man, son. Saw you in the movie. You saw me in the movie? The dark side of, what's that? Scene? Am I in the movie? No way. What do you mean? What is that? The dark side of fat acceptance. I am unawares. I'm in the movie? That'd be cool. Is that something that Alan was talking? Because a lot of you said Alan was on like a live stream yesterday. Is that like a movie that he was? Did that guy make another movie? I really don't know. But I remember yesterday you said he was on, I think, with that director from the previous one. Was it Fatopia? Was it the same guy? I don't know. You guys can drop in the comments. Amanda, what certs do you think we should look for when looking at personal trainers? Oh, that's a good question. It's hard to say because certifications don't mean that the person knows what they're fucking talking about. And it also doesn't mean that they're able to convey it to you properly. Because you can get a certification and have someone do the stupidest fucking exercise known to man. And I've seen it in person. So you can have all the certifications and all the requirements and all the blah, blah, blah. And you could be a fucking moron. You could literally be a moron and have people do extremely dangerous stuff. You know, I mean, hi, Steve. How the fuck you doing, right? Don't go full Steve. And I don't think he has anything. Or if he does, that's a prime example. But you know what I'm saying? So you can look for a certification. It's great if they have one. That means they have a minimum requirement. That means they passed a test. It means they passed a test and they probably have a current CPR certification. So that means that if you choke on something, they can, if they remember how to do it, they can maybe save you. So I would look at maybe client referrals, maybe honestly how they look. I know it sounds superficial, but do you want a fat personal trainer? Doesn't mean a fat personal trainer doesn't know what they're talking about, but you kind of want someone that practices what they preach and preaches what they practice. So they should look the part, they should look healthy, and they should inspire. You should have a good relationship, and they should have a certification. Like the more research you do, a lot of people just don't go. A lot of people go into a personal training relationship just assuming that anyone that has a personal training shirt knows what they're talking about. It's like going to a doctor and just assuming, oh, they went to school 40 years ago. They're going to know what they're talking about. Think about how crazy that is. You go to a doctor who's 60 years old. They went to medical school in like the 70s. Holy shit. There weren't even cell phones in the 70s. Like, did they even have Encyclopedia Britannica then? I mean, think about how people got information. Talk about the biggest bias in the world. They went to medical school at the peak of, fat's the enemy, vegetable oil, take out saturated fats, take out the fat, the war on fat. Fat is the devil. So certifications, it's hard to say, but there are some top ones, but a lot of those top ones, look, I've held all the top certifications and I let them go because they're just money pits that want you just to spend money for CEUs, and it's not worth it. The information is biased. It's bullshit to a point. It's information, but it's not what helps people get results, unfortunately. It really isn't. There are so many more effective things. You want to hire a personal trainer based on results. Talk to their clients, get a client list, talk to them, get personal feedback, get information, watch them train clients. Are they on their phone all the time? Are they spotting them? Do they look like they know what they're doing? Seriously, if you're at a gym and you're thinking about hiring a personal trainer, go on the treadmill or just keep an eye on the person. Scout them out. Come on, as human beings, you can pick out bullshit when you see it. You know when someone's not paying attention. You're a human being. You know body language. You know when someone's not into it. You can tell. Where does squash fall? I don't know, actually. I don't know if it's something to cancel out. I never eat squash, so it's never a concern. I'll tell you what, if you eliminate it and then you add that later on, you'll know if it's something that bothers you or not. Remember, an elimination diet, it depends on what you want to add or what you want to eliminate. You can eliminate anything you want. You can eliminate water. I don't recommend it. But literally, people like on the elimination diet, you have coffee because some people are super sensitive to caffeine and really have problems with caffeine. They just don't realize it. So whatever you eliminate, you can test. If you don't eliminate it, you can't test it. So what you can do is keep squash in there. And then after you do your elimination diet, you can always do a single. You can always do an isolated. And that's what a lot of people do. They do a full elimination diet. And after you've done that, you figure things out. Then as you add things back in, you might play around with like, hey, I'm still having a little bit of this. Let me try getting rid of this for a little bit. Let me try get rid of this for a little bit. You know, it's better if you could do it all in a clean sweep, but at the same time, nothing's perfect. So it's a lifelong practice. So you're not going to figure out everything in your life and be like, okay, cool, I figured it out. I'm 25. I did an elimination diet. I'm locked in. Like when you're 35, your body might be different. Your gut biome might be different, or based on the cultivation of what you're eating over the past 10 years in different levels. Now your body needs more of this vitamin. So your body needs this food more and doesn't, whatever. Everyone's different. Or the nutrient values of foods are changing and the squash isn't the same nutrient value, or now they're spraying it with different things. And now you're eating squash and for some reason it's bothering you now. And maybe you have a different kind and they're growing it differently than they did 10 years ago. And things like that happen. What do I recommend for lung strength? Lung strength. What do you mean? Like like cardio? Lung strength? You want strong lungs? Come on, 2 more. Come on, 1 more, spot me. Very good. Rest 2 minutes. We'll do another set. We'll max out. Have like a fat chick sit on your stomach. Oh my God. I can't expand. You could do active respiration. There are great breathing exercises and breathing techniques that I'm no expert in, but you can Google those. There are great ways to breathe for meditation. Breathing is a great component of yoga. If you don't practice yoga, that will help balance out your breath and connect with your breath a lot more. I always like to know what people mean. When you say lung strength, I'm curious as to how you define that or what you're asking really for. Well, that's actually kind of common, Nebby. Nebby says, I had half a glass of wine once and broke out in full body hives the next morning. Never touched alcohol since. It's probably not alcohol. It's probably the wine. It could be the tannins or the sulfites in the wine. I've had issues from wine too. And you could have shitty quality wine. You could have better quality wine. So that can happen. You might have that with red wine, but not white wine. That's common. I tend to have issues with grapes too. I get like gassy and stuff. So I generally don't drink that. I like whiskey. I never have problems with whiskey. Single malt, got some Macallan, got some Glenlivet, got some Jack over there, stuff. But I don't drink often. Kim, for someone who has little to no experience in exercise, how do you know where to start? Well, you can start with a general program. You can start with yoga. Yoga is a great way to get your body in gear. The reason why I often talk about yoga and stabilization type training is because it teaches you body awareness, which is really important. If you have more stability and you have more mobility, it'll keep you safer for when you execute strength training programs. So, it depends. If you're interested, you can join Swolenormous X. If you're able to, we have full programs, 90-day dash. We'll get you started. We have a full yoga studio with over 100 classes and new ones every week. Swolenormous X covers everything for you. So if you're interested, you can check out the website, swolenormousx.com. But, this isn't just, the reason why I'm promoting that is, one, it's fucking awesome and it's ours. So what up, Swole fam? Swolenormous X members? What up, fam? But, it's one thing. You don't have to pay. You don't have to join. But the reason why I talk about it is because it's literally everything in one spot. So when someone asks me, what's the best place? That's why I created it, to put everything in one place. Because otherwise you're just scrounging around trying to scrap things from different places and you don't know what's good, what's bad. You're trying to piece things together. It's like, why don't I just go here, have everything, and then you don't have to think, you just do. And you're surrounded by the best people. So that's why I always recommend. But if you have access to and you prefer, just start with a yoga class. Start with a yoga flow, any kind of beginner, all levels yoga flow. That can be modified, of course, and then you'll build a lot of body awareness and stability, and you'll learn a lot about your body from yoga. Oh, I remember curves. Fucking. Jesus Christ. Let's see here. Bum bum chicka pa chapa pa bum bum pa. I miss driving while gaining. Someone is going to love tomorrow's accountability meeting. Make sure you show up for that. Someone's been following Matt Does Fitness. No, because I get suggested those videos. That's why I read the title. I never watch that jabroni's content. Oh, God, I can't stand it. Fucking. I remember someone recommended a video. Go check this out. I watched like the first 30 seconds. I was like, okay, I'm done. That's usually how far I go in a YouTube video. I'm like, all right, I'm done. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. God, those videos are just fucking view grabs. Bodybuilder does a track workout. Bodybuilder does this. Whatever. I keep getting, I don't know why YouTube keeps suggesting this shit to me. I never want to watch these. I never click on them. Stop showing them to me. It must be because like subscribers or something click on it. So it shows it to me like, hey, your people watch this. Maybe you want to watch this. I'm like, haha, fuck no, I don't. Which is why I never click on it. So stop showing it to me. I would totally rock the Tess Hornaday shirt if it was on a shirt. Well, yeah, you got a lot of stuff coming. You guys are going to be so excited. I'll have to make some announcements tomorrow. Chuck has his own water brand. Chucky Norr. Oh, Chuck Norris. Welcome, Kathleen Suraj, new unlimited member, and I'm loving everything. Swolga and Brain Gains are amazing. So much to look at and do. Thank you, Papa. Well, thank you. Welcome to the fam. Super stoked for you. I'll see you tomorrow in the accountability meeting, 12 noon Eastern time. A reminder for anyone who's new to the fam or already in there, as if most of you, if you're in there, you know it's every Monday at 12. So can we have a water break soon? I definitely didn't prepare. Well, I got some water here. I got some. I'm a little more thirsty. There you go. Diana, just want to thank you, Papa, for the chair yoga. I hope to get the go-ahead tomorrow for my physiotherapist. Good. Yeah, and we're adding more chair classes, so there's more of that coming. But there's one or two in there already. We just launched it like last week or a week or two ago, so there's a lot more coming there. That's going to be filled up real. I'm making sure that section gets a lot of classes. That's a top priority, so that's going to be filled up real fast. Oh, I always feel like I'm in class with Papa, taking y'all to school. We're getting it done. We're getting shit done, fam. Oh, I'm just catching up to questions. Man, there's a lot of, I didn't realize I was so high up in the questions. How often should I switch up my workout routine if my goal is to build muscle? That depends. You don't have to, most people switch it up way too often. As long as you're progressively overloading your body, you don't have to. It's not so much about switching it up. It's about overloading your body and increasing your caloric intake and maybe your volume per body part. So that's a vague question because I don't know what you're doing currently, so I couldn't tell you. Phil, when it stops working, yeah. Y'all. Swole fam. That's right. The card is Swole fam today. So if you want to win the card, Swole fam. I was wondering. I was looking at the time. I'm like, oh, it's 6:30. Why is it so bright out? And I forgot. It says we lost an hour. Bullshit. I love it when it's light. Can we get rid of daylight savings? Like, why do we change the time? Why can't we just keep it where it is? Enough with this fucking daylight savings bullshit. What a waste. What a stupid thing to do. It should be like this all year round. It should always be light later. And since Jillian Michaels looks like a roid-raging Amazon warrior, I wouldn't want someone like her to come anywhere near me. Isn't she short? I think she's really short. Whatever. Fodabish. I'm sorry you had a bad experience. My wife and I tried to use a personal trainer when we were using a gym. She was terrible, spent about 5 minutes with you and gave us both a similar routine and only asked a few questions about what we wanted. Well, of course, that's one example. It doesn't mean that all of them are bad, of course, but it happens. There's a lot of, personal trainers are often undereducated, underpaid. And one of the issues with personal training is that the way it works in this country is very entry level. So you can just be, hey, I'm a real estate agent, but I feel like doing personal training part-time. You go and you take a fucking class and then you boom. Like, and then you're a personal trainer and then you start training people. So it doesn't really, it's not like you go. So one of the problems I had with it was if you're very highly educated and highly qualified, you're still grouped in the same bucket as jabronis that just got a fly by night certification online. So I really detested being grouped with a lot of fucktards. And I guess doctors can say the same thing because even if you take your boards and you're a doctor, there's a lot of fucking morons that are doctors and really good ones too. So it's like anything else. Well, yeah. I mean, some people do. Do you need a personal trainer? No. But there's also athletes have coaches, athletes have trainers, professional MMA fighters. Like everyone's got, like the highest levels have coaches and trainers too. So you might say, well, don't they know what to do? Sure, but someone else can push you harder than you can push yourself, hands down. You're always going to be able to be pushed harder from someone else because they're not going to allow you to hit that governor and hit the off switch. Your body, your brain, your mind's going to give up faster than someone else will let you do it. So a trainer will push you more than what you could push yourself. So you'll get more out of it if they're good and if they're dedicated, you can do better, but do you need one? No, like I've never had one. Calvin, I'm eliminating wheat and gluten right now. Every time I eat it, I got a headache. My whole body hurts. Damn. Well, good for you. That's important. Good for you. Jen in 99. Since energy drinks make me anxious, it's likely I have a sensitivity to caffeine. Possibly. It could be something else. It could be sugar. It could just be other stimulants because a lot of those, like what energy drinks, a lot of it isn't just caffeine. They put taurine and they put other things in them that can get you jacked up. Artificial sweeteners, sugar. So it's not just the caffeine necessarily. And FYI, a lot of people that cut out like coffee, you need a quality coffee. You could drink shit coffee. Like some certain coffee that I drink will make me shit my brains out. Like I've gotten really sick and had like literally pissing out my ass from drinking coffee at airports, black. Dunkin' Donuts, Starbucks, just black coffee from airports. To fucking shit myself. Bad. So, become an opera singer. Are we talking about strengthening your lung? I'm just scrolling through. I'm missing a lot of questions or scrolling down. Is Swolenormous X worth it if you are just interested in yoga? Fuck yeah. Nothing in Swolenormous X is segmented for a reason because it's all part of the 7 pillars. And the yoga studio, the price of Swolenormous X is inexpensive for the studio alone. The value of the studio far surpasses what it costs for Swolenormous X for everything. One class at a yoga studio, if you go in with one of the instructors, with any of the instructors that we have in the studio, if you go and take one class with them, because a few of them are local and I know them personally, one class is 20 to 30 bucks just for one class with them. One private session with any of them is probably $75 to $100. So you're getting unlimited classes, over 100 classes, and we're adding more all the time, plus a Swolga, plus a Swollen 7, plus all the other things for the same price as one class. So yes, and that's from most members would agree. But it's amazing. It's amazing. And a lot of people think that that's just what they want is yoga, and they realize, oh shit, there's so much more in here than I ever realized. Plus we're adding more stuff all the time. So a lot of the things that I have in mind that we're developing that you don't even know is coming, even those of you that are members already, you're going to want, you just don't know you want it yet. I'm super stoked. 2020 is going to be, I thought 2019 was going to be like, 2019 destroyed 2018, but I think 2020 is going to shit on 2019 in the best way. Because there's just so much content. We got Scorched Earth, fam. Scorched Earth. Tomorrow. Week 2, beaches. Oh, shit. Norma Abrego. Pacific Pacific Bold, or is it Gold? Pacific Bold, doesn't matter. In K-Cups from Costco was making my whole face swell. I assumed it would be good quality, says organic. Folgers Basic doesn't do that to me. I never believed coffee could be different. Oh yeah, there's toxins and stuff and mold and stuff you can have in coffee. It makes a big difference. You just got to find something that works best for you. But yeah, try different coffees and stuff for sure. For sure. For sure. Turtle Bob, any exercise or tips to build explosiveness for grapplers? Like jujitsu, like from your back, hip thrusts, hip bridges, glute exercise. Glutes are great. I mean, of course, you want to make sure you keep your mobility, but yeah, like explosive, like heavy hip bridges, fantastic. Frog hip bridges and frog pumps from like a butterfly position is great. Happy International Women's Day for the. What the fuck are you talking? We have another holiday today? Oh, International Women's Day. Okay. Happy Internet. Okay. Enough with these holidays. Everyone has a fucking day. Everyone needs their nipple pinched. Where's International Men's Day? The other 364 days of the fucking year. That's what I'm talking about, baby. Yeah. Yeah. No, happy Women's Day. Happy day to we're all alive. Happy everyone's day. International Women's Day. Why does it have to be international? Happy American Women Day. Fuck those women in I'm trying to think of a country that no one will get offended. Maybe, I don't know if anyone's watching in, what country is no one watching from? Is anyone watching from Antarctica? Any women watching from Antarctica? Women in Antarctica. Fuck those bitches. Those Antarctic women. Fuck. There's probably one watching there in that like little igloo there, checking the weather. She's in there freezing like, oh, fuck that guy. Fucking International fucking Women's Day. It's fucking freezing down there with the penguins. I'm just kidding. Love you ladies, the swole sluts. What up, swole sluts? What up? Thank you, Jessica. The yoga studio is worth it alone. I agree. Yeah, I agree with that too, Phil. If you're looking for the yoga, you'll love the meditation. That's what's amazing. Once you start getting into it, you realize, oh shit. One of the things about Swolenormous X and brain gains and all that is you don't realize some of the stuff that you need. A lot of times you don't realize you need it until you're doing it. And oh, that's what I was missing. Just like the elimination diet. You don't realize that dairy was fucking up your world until you get rid of it. Oh shit. It's perspective. It's perspective. Look at you all. You guys are awesome. Marine, Swolenormous X is the best thing I've ever done for my health. I just wanted it for the yoga. I use everything now. Aw, thank you. We're all fluffing the Swole fam's pillow here. I appreciate it. Gwendol, Swolenormous X, worth it, period, even just for the Swole fam. I agree. You guys are the best. I'll take this moment to remind you all that tomorrow, again, just in case you're catching it now, 12 noon Eastern time, Daily Swole 1403, accountability meeting, priority access. So a reminder, tomorrow it will not be available anywhere. It won't be available on Apple or Spotify or here. It's streamed live privately for the members. So make sure you are. I'm going to post the event after the podcast. I didn't do it earlier, but I'll post the event, but it's tomorrow, 12 noon. So it'll be in the private group. Catherine, here's a good question. Thoughts on using a stability ball while using dumbbells, good or bad? I don't do it anymore. A lot of people use the wrong size ball or use a ball that isn't rated for any kind of weights. It's high risk if you don't have the stability. It can be beneficial. I wouldn't say it's good or bad. It depends on the application and it has to be done properly. A lot of people do it and their head's hanging off the back or they're too far forward and their head's bent forward. A good piece of advice if you're using a stability ball, if you're sitting on it, if you're sitting on the top, it shouldn't be deflated. It should be nice and firm. And your hips and your knees should be 90 degrees. If it's too tall for you, your hips are going to be slanted forward. And if it's too small, you're going to be kind of like crunched up and your knees are going to be tucked up. So it should be 90 degrees. And that's generally how you determine a good size ball for you. Good size ball. Yeah. 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 19th of November is International Men's Day. Well, that's your opinion. I think today's International Men's Day too. What do you call it? So you call like for women, it's a feminist, right? If you're like in that, what's the same? What's a feminist for a man? If you're a feminist, and this has nothing to do, I don't know why it popped into my head, but there's no like a manist? There's got to be a word for it. I just can't think of it right now. A maninist. It's like them. What do you call it if you're them? The others. The others. Those that we do not speak of. Men in the house. Yeah. Come on, men. Come on. Come on. Who's offended? There you go. Swole slut for life. This is not the place to be if you're offended. If you're sensitive to those jokes, this is not the place for you. Favorite headphones when lifting? I have AirPods. I mean, it depends if you're paranoid about EMFs and stuff like that. I mean, it's a real thing, but we're all surrounded by Wi-Fi and shit nonstop. But I have AirPods. They don't really stay in my ear. They're kind of a pain in the ass. I think I could put like some kind of like my right ear. It kind of slouches. I might try to get a different kind. I don't like the over ear ones for lifting. I don't understand why people like those. The sweat in the ears. It's not my thing. Maybe in the future. I used to have ones that went around the back of the head, but those broke and disappeared after a while. Actually, I either use my AirPods or none. A lot of times I like to just use no headphones because they play terrible music sometimes at the gym and I hear other noise and all this stuff and I have to like actively zone it out. A lot of times I get a better workout when I don't have music, when I have nothing in my ears and I just have to focus. Because I have to block, because then you're forced to block out this shit. And then because if I put music on, I tend to like maybe sometimes wander. But if I have a lot of noise, I'm like, fuck all that bullshit and I'm focused. So it's kind of like counterintuitive sometimes, but Swole fam. Swolenormous creates sick gains. I love how much I can learn and do about fitness. Hell yeah. I hope I wake up in time for the accountability meeting tomorrow, but it'll be there. It'll be pinned to the top and I'll upload into Swole TV as well. Don't forget to be there because you're going to, I'm telling you, making some announcements. Papa is a misogynist. That's right. Is it a misogynist? No, it's not. A feminist isn't the same as, that's not the equal to misogynist. Misogynist means like I'm anti-female or like I'm not that. I don't know, whatever. Men's rights activist. That's lame. We need a better word for it. That softens the blow. That's like George Carlin. It's like too many syllables, man. It's too much. Like a cock herder, right? I'm a cock herder. I'm a cock herder. I herd cocks. Yeah. Or I'm a cock slinger. You fucking cock slinger. Damn straight. International Cock Slinging Day. Dudes are out there with like short ropes just swinging it. Little rope swinging around. Little rope with like a little ball at the end. Anyone tries to talk shit, just fucking slap them with it. Yeah. Yeah. Little eggplants. The Lichen Freak. Great channel. These sessions are good listen on the treadmill. Thank you. We don't need a title. We be men. Yeah. We are the knights who say ni. 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 Good one. A little holy grail. Good for you. Good for you. Papa, I'm not into International Women's Day and shit either. Just weird. I really want that card today. Don't we all? Don't we all? I have an awesome cheap pair of buds from Amazon. So good for like $35. Do I have? They're not over here. I have another pair too. I forget. I think they were like $30 or $40, and I got them. I got them because I wanted to have headphones I wanted to use them in the sauna, but I didn't want to bring the AirPods in because I didn't know if they're gonna because they get really hot. I had these other ones that would just get so fucking hot. So I wanted a pair that just I didn't care if they broke or not, and they work great. They work like really, really well. So you don't have to spend, they pair well and stuff. I mean, you don't have to spend, $200 or whatever on them. And what's cool about getting those other ones, like if you go to the gym and sometimes A lot of other ones won't fall out of your ear, but if you sweat and they break, if it's $30, you're not going to go cry about it. You're not going to be like, oh my God, they broke. It's like, fuck, they broke. Usually the cheap things last forever and you treat them like shit. You're like, fuck it. Like if you're one of those people that you don't want to like, oh my God, I hope they don't break. That's why I don't wear expensive, like I don't like expensive watches. I don't like expensive things. I don't want to worry about it. I don't want to be like, oh my God, I hope it doesn't scratch. Oh my God, I hope nothing happens to this. And that's exactly how people sound. No, oh no. Oh shit, March 14th? Is that real? Is that a real thing? I'm excited. That's like I don't know. Don't forget March 14th is Steak and Blowjob Day. It sounds like a Tuesday to me. People need a holiday for that? Ha Headphones are my jabroni deterrent. Understood. MGTOW. I don't know what these things. Men going their own way. Don't tell me that's a thing. Don't tell me that's a thing. Men going their own way. That is not a thing, is it? Please don't tell me. MGTOW. If that's a real thing, I'm gonna lose my shit. Please don't. Please don't. Sausage jockey. I like cock slinger. I'm gonna sling cock. I'm gonna sling cock. Quack. 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 Your quack. Skull Candy earphones. I remember Skull Candy. They're still around. All the jabronis. Steak and a BJ day. Sounds like an average Thursday. I don't have a man, but I'll take the steak though. There you go. There you go. All right, let's do a little bit of a water break. We'll be here all day. A cocksman? Yeah. I'm a cockslinger. What do you think, pup? Daddy be slinging cock? I say daddy been slinging cock. She's like this. She turned over. I'm like, don't you do that. Oh, shit. I work 5 floors above Shure's office. Ooh. Go grab me another mic. Grab me another one of these. They make some good shit. I love this microphone. It smells so good. Smells like episode 1402, doesn't it? Yeah. Oh yeah, it smells good. Google. The Oxford English Dictionary 2000 defines masculinism and synonymously masculinism as advocacy of the rights of men, adherence to or promotion of opinions, values, etc. I like cock slinging. I'm going to sling some cock. It's done. Cock slinging. Rough Riders, regulators, cock slingers, all good. Let's sling cock. Oh, here we go. We got a question. I'll take this question. We'll get a water break. So in the meantime, you guys can all drop eggplants and water droplets. Bust a nut in the comments. Let's make it rain. Splooge in the comments. And then we'll do a water break. Dennis Austin, hey Papa, just decided to get back on track today after fucking up for a good 2 months. Welcome back. Let's get back on the train. Any advice on consistency? I've dropped 50 pounds since June, and I'm looking to be more strict in my approach. All right. Okay. I'll repeat this. I just decided to get back on track today after fucking up for a good 2 months. Any advice on consistency? I've dropped 50 pounds since June. So in the past 9 months, you've dropped 50 pounds, and you're looking to be more strict in my approach. Sounds like you got it locked in. Sounds like you're good, Dennis. Then just be more strict. Stop fucking up. I mean, if you've lost 50 pounds since June, what more advice do you want me to give you? Just do what you were doing then. That's fucking awesome. If you want to be more consistent, if you need consistency, Dennis, then join the Swole fam. Like, even if you have your training and everything and you're happy with all that, you can join the Swole fam for consistency. Post up in the group, stay inspired, be there for the accountability tomorrow. It's less than $3 if you want to join the Swole fam, even just the Swole fam. And then if you want to upgrade later, you can. But if you want consistency, that's what it's all about. Community and consistency is the heart and soul of the Swole fam. And then, in terms of the other stuff, so you have the Swole fam takes care of pillars 1 and 7. You got consistency, number 7, and 1 community. And then Swolenormous X, the unlimited access, gives you everything in the middle. You got nutrition, you get training, you get the recovery, mobility, and the mindfulness and everything in between. So yeah, I mean, consistency is everything. Sounds like you fucking know what to do. You lost 50 pounds. You just need to be more consistent and stop fucking up, you jabron. You got this, bro. I just ate a pack of Peeps. I think I need a spanking. Are you talking about those marshmallow fucking nasty birds? You need a spanking? Well, you're going to need to use a toilet bowl cleaner when you splatter all over that bowl. That's, I agree. I agree. Phil nailed it. That's punishment enough. Yeah, why punish yourself? You already punished your body. Gross. Gross. WWE lovers. Yeah, a little WWE action. Hey, bro, I've been following your fitness vids for a while. Great job. I have a weird question. Can we see your bare feet? Not for a fetish purpose. I'll tell you why when you show it. Unsocked, please. Absolutely 100,000% fuck no. Not a foot fetish. I want to see your foot. Get the fuck out of here. Fuck that shit. You're all lucky that I'm not ending the podcast right now. What the fuck? You want to see my feet? Not for a foot fetish. Okay. God damn it. The moment you know you stayed live too long. The absolute moment you know you've been streaming for way too long. Way too fucking long. I'm glad you like the channel. I'm sure you could find my feet somewhere on the channel, but no. I'm not going to show you my feet. I didn't read the question before I showed it on the screen, but it's okay. It's all right. What do you want to see? If I go barefoot, you want to see if my feet are spread? You want to see if I have like more webbed feet or something? Yeah, it sounds like a foot fetish. Anytime someone asks you to see your feet, don't tell me it's not a foot fetish. Guys over there like, no, it's not for a foot fetish, man. It's not for, no, it's not. I just fucking want to see your feet, man. Can you, no socks though, bro. Come on. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Look at that fucking pinky. Look at that second toe. It's just a little bit longer than the big toe. It's so... She got scared. I don't know. No one knows. No one knows what's going on. It's all right. You can use your imagination. I'll tell you what. Now that we're on the subject, you have to explain. Now you have to explain. Explain yourself. Explain yourself. Explain yourself. Yes, it's not for a foot fetish. Well, you have to explain. You can't ask someone, show me your feet. It's not for a foot fetish. Then explain why. No toe spreading or any shit. Just show it for 1 second, dude. I need to say this. Need to see the shape because I have a problem with my feet. All right. I'll leave that alone. No, I'm not going to show my feet. You have a problem with your foot? Google it. Go to a foot doctor and see what does my foot have to do with your foot? You Google fucked up feet. You'll see there are a lot of different looks, shapes of feet. Oh, I want to go home. I want to go home. I don't want to be live anymore. I don't want to. Man. What's up, Jim? Is joining the community on Facebook just a matter of setting up an account and asking for access? Well, you have to join. So you go to swolenormousx.com, and if you want to join the Swole fam, you choose the Swole fam membership, which is $2.99. And then you get instructions on how to join, access the Facebook group. There's a community section on the website as well. It's actually being updated, so there will be some updates to that. But the interaction, the main community, just because Facebook is so optimal for groups, that we use that primarily for now. So you have a Facebook account, and then you just request access and you confirm with your email address, and then you'll be added. So you don't have to use Facebook for any other reason. And anyone that avoids Facebook, like, oh my God, Facebook, like I don't have an account, I don't want people bothering me, then just my shit's completely private. I don't post on my personal. I only use it for the private group. That's how I use Facebook. I stream live. I have my personal account that I use for the private group. I don't talk. I don't do anything. I don't use mess. I don't do anything on Facebook aside from the Swole fam. Nothing. So you can close off your privacy settings and all that shit. And then when you request access, you have to confirm your email with what you signed up with on the site. You have Greek feet. It's not cool to make fun if you're not sure what you're talking about. Okay, now I'm just lost. If you show it, you'll know why I asked for it. If not, that's cool, but no need to make fun of it. Look, bro. I'm glad you're watching. I'll make fun of whatever the fuck I want. You asked me to see my feet. I'm gonna make fucking fun of it. Absolutely, I'll make fun, dude. I'll make fun of whatever the fuck I want on my podcast. I'm not making fun of you. I hope you have success with your feet. But my feet have nothing to do with you having a problem with your feet. Just Google it. Just Google. If you think you have a problem, like Google it, and you'll see millions of different foot options for you. Anyway, enough of that. But thanks for watching. Appreciate it. You're welcome to stay. I don't hate you or dislike you, but yeah, it's all good. I have a problem. My calves not handling 4 or 5 kilometer runs 4 times a week. Do you think it'll be resolved with keeping it up, or does it seem better to reduce the amount of running? What do you mean your calves not handling the run? Are you running heel to toe? I don't like heel to toe running, but other people that run more often could probably vote in or weigh in on that. Are you not entertained? All right, here we go. We're going to go into enough. Let's go into a water break, and I got shit to do so you guys can get your content for tomorrow. Otherwise, you're going to be disappointed and I'll be up all night. So here we go. Water break in 3, 2, 1. Dance time. See? This is better than feet. This is fucking water break, bitches. It's where we hydrate like motherfucking animals. I'm out. I'm spent. That's it. All right. I'm so hydrated. I didn't have enough water prepared. That's it. I'm done. Good kitty. Good kitty. I know. Good kitty. You did good. You did good. Good job. That's all I got. I hope you chugged. Well, what's your issue? Why don't you tell me your issue? It's an issue related to flat feet. Flat feet doesn't mean weak feet. But you can strengthen your arch. You can work your anterior tibialis. Could be issues coming up from the hip and stuff that could maybe diminish or improve those issues. But sometimes genetics are genetics. Doing Swole season for the win. Hells yeah. Good shit. All right, let's give away this Swole card. Swole fam. Hashtag Swole fam. I shall scroll. And we shall choose. Still chugging. Siobhan. Chug it. Chug it. Here we go. Let me scroll. Swole fam. Are you ready? In 3, 2, schwam. I landed on the fucking foot comment. Still scrolling. Didn't get it yet. Still going. Go. Round 2. Go. Oh, we got it. We got it now. All right. I found it, but let the music play out because it's solid. You thought I froze, didn't you? You thought the video froze. You thought I froze. Ha ha ha. Fucking gotcha. How many of you thought I froze for a second? Like, oh shit. Oh shit. I scrolled past it. God damn it. I moved the mouse. I already picked someone. Hold on, let me find it. I know who I landed on. It was Diana Hutzel. Congratulations, Diana. Congratulations. Congratulations. Congratulations, DH. Send us an email to support@swolenormous.com with SwoleCard 1402 in the subject and your mailing address in the body of the email. And I know some of you might be disappointed, but we got more Swole Fam cards. Should we do Swole Fam cards like every day? Should we? Should we? We might do that. We might do Swole Fam cards every day. I feel like I could leave it all the time. I feel like I could just leave the Swole Fam card up all the time, right? Just right here. Hold on. Let me just move it. Hold on. Let me angle it. Let me angle it. Wait. Goes this way? No, wait. Goes this way? Can't. Wait. Am I get the angle right? Oh, I can't fucking do that. There we go. There we go. All right. Hold on. So, it hurts. Okay. All right. I feel like I guess it'll make it easier. I'll just leave that Swole Fam. I have like 30 dry erase markers that would be like, thank you, senor. Give us a break, man. I'm going to have these. We'll have more colors. You know. I got these. Again, I'm still confused. I ordered that colored pack. You want some... Is that weird? That's weird. I don't know. I feel like if I did that, maybe not with the coronavirus going around. Like, what if I have it and like you hold like, oh, I got a beard hair. That'd be so weird. Oh my God. That's so weird. That's so weird. I kind of want to send you one. Oh, but that'd be weird. That would be like that Twitch streamer that was selling bath water. Remember that? What was that fucking chick's name? That girl that was selling like her bath water online or some shit. Like what I don't get is I don't understand. I got a variety pack, right? I got a variety pack and look, it comes with a purple. I mean, honestly, I know we talked about this yesterday, but look, it comes with a purple. Cool. A blue. Like those are different. Look, that's a sky blue. That's a blue. You get an orange and a red. You get a purple. But then, okay. And then I get this. Like, who the fuck needs greens like this? Why are they the same? Like, pretty much. I know they're different. But like, really? Look at this camera. It's like, if I don't cover myself, it's like, no focus. It's so good. Yeah. Got fucking we got autofocus. It's insane. If you like a camera equipment, that's nuts. It's fucking insane. But look at that. I'm sure they look different. I'm just saying, look at the caps. Like, why? Thank you for I know one is lime green. Thank you. I appreciate. So now I can. You want me to? All right. You want me to? I'll show you. I'm going to prove myself wrong, probably. Ready? I mean, they look different, but still, it's like... All right, so they do come out different. I'm just saying, though, it's like, all right, so one's a green. Cool. I'm just wondering why I got two greens. Like, why not give me... You know what would have made more sense? You know what would have made more sense? Why didn't they give me like a pink? Like a pink one would have been better. I mean, who's going to use... Oh, shit. I got a variety pack. Fuck. I really need a lime green. How come they don't have lime green? I can't find any lime green Sharpies. Like, where's a pink one? That would have made more sense. Get an orange, get a red, get a pink, and have a green. That's fine. I don't need a lime green. I'm frustrated now. Now I want a pink one. All right. Amazon. Let's do pink. Chisel tip Sharpie. Oh, those assholes. You sons of bitches. Oh, look what they do. Oh, those cock knockers. What they do is they put the chisel tip. Oh my God. So you get 8 colors, but then if you want the pink one, you have to get a separate 4-pack, which gives you, was that brown? Or was that puce? Blue, another lime green, great. So I have to buy pink to get a fucking lime green one. Oh, great. Lime green team. Magenta. So that's my option, or I have to buy a 12-pack of magenta. No thanks. Don't think those will get used that often. I would like a pink one. Now they have Sharpie permanent markers. Oh, the assorted 2015 colors. This is a throwback. It's like a wine that has a red, a gray, a yellow. Ooh. Was that aqua? A brown? That's a terrible lineup. Where's the pink? $4.99 each for magenta. Do you guys want pink? Brush tip. No, I'm serious. Like, I mean, I want to up the game for Swole cards. Do we need a pink? We need a pink. $5? Come on, man. Really? They know everyone likes pink. Diana wants beard hair. I know we're getting off topic, but this is important stuff. This is setting the tone. This is episode 1402. This is setting the tone for like the rest of this. This is setting the tone for the rest of the podcast. This is setting the tone for like the next 10 years. Like if we go pink, we can't go back. That's the saying, right? Once you go pink, well, there's another saying, but we're not gonna say that one. If 2 more people join the Swole fam, we can get Papa. So it's not a monkey boy. If 2 more people join the Swole fam, we can get Papa pink Sharpie. It's not the monetary issue. It's not the issue. I just don't like how, here's the thing. Sharpie, ready, permanent mark, chisel tip. So a 12-pack is $9.99. All right. I mean, if you're that 12-pack is $9.99, but one is $4.99. So it's like, all right, just for the price, I'm going to get 12. Oh God, I don't want a whole, join the Swole fam for the price of a pink Sharpie. I don't think anyone would understand that as much as the Starbucks, the fuck your pink drink. I don't think that has the same flow. That doesn't roll off the tongue. Fine Point. Oh, Fine Point has a deal. I'm really, you know what? These have the chisels. All right, so I can get a blue one. Hold on. So if I want to get one, it's $4.99. But if I get a 4-pack, it's $4.99. I also get, let's see what I get. Okay, so here we go. This is the advertising. Permanent ink marks on paper, plastic, metal, and most other surfaces. Ooh. Oh, that makes sense. So do you guys just not get Amazon pricing at all? Do you guys not get it at all? So a pack of 4, this is pink, lime green, blue, and purple. Okay. A pack of 4 is $4.99, but you can get a 2-pack of 4 for $23. I just feel like paying more than double for both. Let's get 2 for 4 times the price. 30 colors. All the choices. Sharpie has a monopoly. Do you guys realize that? Sharpie has a monopoly on markers pretty much. They do that on purpose. They give you a separate pack. They don't want to give you pink. They know you want pink. God damn it. I want it. I can't help it. I want it. I want it. It's done. It's done. So we got more fucking markers. I got another green coming. I want that pink. I want that pink. And if I can buy a pack of 4, whatever, they're refillable. What are you talking about? Copic is better than Sharpie. Just get a Copic marker. They're permanent. What's that? Copic. Pink? Never heard of it. Arteza? You guys are artists. Oh, these are weird. These look like lipstick. Fluorescent pink. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, daddy likes this. Can you get chisel tip? Ooh. Ooh. Copic or Copic markers RV13 sketch. The color, guess what the color is? You ready? You ready for this? The color is tender pink. Tender pink. Ooh, I want a tender pink. Replaceable nibs. I like the way that sounds. You can replace the nib. Keyboard Advanced 80+1 colors, dual tip alcohol art markers. Where my game is so weak. I didn't know that I know there's a whole world of permanent marker type things. I want to get one of these 80 packs. Light pink. No, I don't want a pink one. I want a tender pink. And I can replace the nib. Biango. Oh, this is intense. There's a whole world of markers. I never knew. This is very exciting. These are very exciting times. 80+1. This is a game changer. No, hold on a second. This is a whole entire kit. I'm going to have like $50 of markers coming in. I'm going to use one a day. This is such a bad, well, it's not a bad investment, but I'm not going to use all these different, these are too artistic. I'm not going to use all these different shades of blue. I even regret using this. I even regret using the, I should just show you the thing. I'm just doing this. Like, I'll show you guys what I'm looking at. I just got to show you what I'm looking at. Looking at that. Look at that. Look at that. What we got here? Look at that, fam. That shit. What we got going on here? Look at that. Oh. Yeah. Look at that. But I'm not going to use those colors. Yeah, so what I'm going to do is, well, it's always good to waste money a little bit now and again. I'm not going to get that big one. Guaranteed delivery date, Tuesday. You ever buy something on Amazon that shows you recommendations based on your order? All these options that are much better than what you chose. Fuck. Oh, shock pink. I'll tell you what, lipstick red. Oh, they get way detailed. Okay. Fam, are you not entertained? We have tender pink coming. That's going to be special. You know I'm only going to bust that out because I only get one. That's a special, but I can replace the nib. All right. So who's going to get the tender pink? Who's going to get the tender pink? All right, fam. Anyway, I got to get to work for all of you and for us. We got some massive stuff to do. I got some amazing shit coming. So remember tomorrow morning. So first off, tomorrow we have the live accountability meeting, the 12 noon Eastern time, members only. If you're not yet a member, why aren't you? Go join. You could join the Swole fam for less than $3 or unlimited access. Go check it out. And also tomorrow morning we have the brand new YouTube video. And I want to remind you, I dropped some serious nuts on chin tomorrow. Like a lot of nuts on multiple chins. It's one person, but multiple chins. And then tomorrow during the accountability meeting, we have major releases, and it's not just week 2 of Scorched Earth. Got a bunch of stuff to announce that's coming. I'm super stoked. So thank you so much for joining me for episode 1402 of the most muscular Swolecast, Beercast, Broadcast, Gangcast, Mancast, Pimpcast, Sleazecast, and Slaycast. I'm in the world of markers now. I'm lost. It's a done deal. In the realm, because when I flex, you flex, you all flex your biceps. I'll see you tomorrow for 1403. Remember, accountability meeting, private, priority access. You won't see me here live. If you want to get access to it, go join the Swole fam. Less than $3. Swolenormousx.com. I'll see you tomorrow. Peace, McGeese. Deuce, Magoose. Yeah, boy. Papa Swolio. Out.